What's up, guys? Got another video for you guys today. Today I'm going to install some new stealth pipes, 2-in-1 exhaust on my Dyna. It's a 2017. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a how-to, or more or less just watching me install it. I'll go over some tips along the way. I'll unbox it. I'll do some sound clips of before and after. I already have some aftermarket pipes on my bike. I got some pretty basic entry-level pipes currently on it, just the Vance Hines 2-in-2. So I'll show you a clip of what those sound like in case you're maybe considering these two types of pipes. The stealth pipes are a lot more high dollar compared to the Vance Hines that I have on them right now. They're a lot more performance based, and I'm pretty excited to get them on my bike. So yeah, we'll get into an unboxing. We'll get into taking the pipes off, and then we'll get into putting the new pipes on, and then I'll show before and after at the end of how they sound, and then I'll load up a new tune on it, and yeah, get to riding it. So pretty excited. So thanks for watching. We'll get into it. Alright, so I got the bike on the lift now. First, we're going to take off the mounting bracket bolts. Should be 4 bolts on the back right here. Take that off. Alright, I switched up tools. Forgot how much of a pain it was to get a socket in there. My recommendation before you start doing this to your bike is to maybe let the bike cool down a little bit. Give it an hour or so. Don't just rev it up, get a bunch of sound clips from the exhaust, and then drive it up on your ramp and start working on it. It's gonna be a little hot. Don't do what I did. Alright, down to the last bolt in the mounting bracket. Like I said, I highly recommend waiting for your exhaust pipes to cool down. Been burnt a couple times already, but you know. Alright. Now the pipes have been broken loose from the mounting bracket. Alright, so now there are 2 bolts, or 2 nuts I should say, right here and here. I'm going to go ahead and break those loose on both pipes, the front and rear, and yeah. Here's our first one. Second one. Alright, now we'll move on to the front. Here's that one. Alright, so for this last one, you're definitely going to want to get most socket sets come with them. I honestly don't even know what the real name is that they call this, but it's pretty much, you know, your standard chuck, but it swivels, okay? Swivels that way, and also swivels this way. So I don't know if you can see that very well. I mean, if you own a socket set, you've definitely seen them and you know what I'm talking about. So grab that thingy-mabob and use it for this last one on the bottom side, because you can't quite get your extension straight in to where the front of your frame is. So, yeah. She's broke loose. Get it by hand. Grab it off just like that. And then you're gonna have your OSB sensor or whatever. So I'm gonna take that off. Alright, so this is gonna be a 9/16 wrench. Some people will either trace this out. Most people will trace this out and unplug it from the actual harness. You can do it that way, and that works too. I just chose not to this time. I want to undo it, the pipes like right here. Now when I go to install my new pipes, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see kind of how that is. These 2 pipes are separate, so it's a little bit easier to do it the way I'm doing right now. It's not always that easy though. And also some people might say this could be a bad method because I might be, you know, essentially twisting the whole harness around right now. There we go, it all just spun back, but that's your your sensor right there. So if you have a tuner, that's gonna help you tune and all that. So that one's off. Take this pipe out. Okay, and now we're gonna repeat that on the rear or the upper exhaust. Should just fall right out. Now I'm gonna try and fight. I don't want to fight, but just break that guy loose. When I put these on, I put anti-seize, not Loctite. That's what's really helping me out right now. Because it will just break that loose. There we go. And yeah. Okay. So now, anytime you put new pipes in, or whatever reason, if you can, there's a little ring in here you're going to scoop out, and that way you have room to put in a new gasket. This one's been pretty tore up. I'm kind of poke it out, clean her up, and that way my new one will fit in there. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm pretty much gonna, if you don't do this, it might be alright. To be honest with you, I didn't do my last pipes, only because it was still in decent shape. But might as well switch it out. You can get one. This way there's no leak in your bike. There we go. So here's the old one. So now I'll put a new one in there before I start the new pipes in. This honestly wasn't in that rough a shape, but before I destroyed it. But what these do is it's a seal for your pipes. So if you don't have that in, not only could it lead to an exhaust leak, and your pipes might not sound as well as you think, and then also it could lead to performance issues. So I definitely recommend changing those exhaust rings out every time you fuck with your pipes. So I'm just gonna pretty much go ahead and do the same thing on the front. Here are my new exhaust rings. I just got them from J&P Cycles or Revzilla, one of those websites, I forget honestly. You can get them from Harley too, but they're exact exhaust gaskets. And I'll kind of show you what these new ones look like compared to my old ones. See, real nice, real nice. And here's an old one. I don't even quite see. Like I said, my old ones weren't really in that bad a shape. I just figured while I'm here, I'll go ahead and put some new ones in and not have to worry about it. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a flathead screwdriver, and I got the exhaust gasket seated in there. But if you start doing it in your hands, you'll notice it's kind of tricky. It's not really tricky, it's just tight, right? It's supposed to be tight. So I'm taking my flathead screwdriver, I'm pushing it in all the way nice and round. I'm moving around top, pushing, 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 pushing in a circular formation like that. Go over here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just kind of making it seat in there real nice like. Old pipes are now 100% off, and I can go ahead and start putting my new pipes on. So we got the old pipes off. We got the new pipes, the stealth pipes, 2-to-1, inside this box. So I'll go ahead and open it up for you guys, kind of show you what all comes in the box. Pretty excited to get into this. So. Oh wow. Got a nice little stealth pipes cup. That's pretty cool. Oh, heck yeah. So, we got a stealth pipes magnet, and then a stealth pipes bottle opener. A little key card or business card fits in your wallet. That's pretty sick. Okay. That's kind of cool. Little hatchet. You guys can see that. See a little hatchet. I'm trying to open it up. Wow. That's pretty sick. And then there's something in some bubble wrap right here. Okay, this is starting to look important. So we got some spacers, and we got our OS sensor, like nuts. Look at that dang old cup. Hell yeah. So here we got, I'm thinking this might be the muffler for the, oh yeah. Alright, so here is the muffler. Oh my god. Look at that. That looks sick. You can see right through it. I can already tell this is gonna be pretty top tier. Heck yeah. So here is our mounting bracket. Cool. Pretty basic mounting bracket. Alright, here we go. We're getting to the good part. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god. Look at those. That is gonna be sick. Alright, so I got everything laid out on the table here. Here's the pipe. Here's our muffler. Damn, this looks so sick. I'm excited. Heck yeah. And here's our hardware. So yeah. We'll get into the install now. Alright, so now we're gonna install our new mounting bracket. So we have our transmission trapdoor kind of right here. It's gonna go right there on the left side, to the left of it. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna loosen this bolt and we're gonna use that existing bolt. Alright, so we got that bolt taken out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some red Loctite on our two bolts. Get us some, I'm using red Loctite on this in particular. I don't know if some people might think you need to use blue on this. I am going to use red Loctite on these ones in particular, because I'm probably not going to mess with this mounting bracket, and I'd want it to stay locked in there. I'm pretty confident these are the, I've put pipes on this bike 3 times now, and I think this is going to be the one. Okay, so go ahead and hand start those. I'm going to put some anti-seize on our stud bolts. Mine just mount to. Hope you guys can see that. If you can't, sorry. What I'm doing right now. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, take our OS sensor and I'm going to unplug it so it'll be a little bit easier. Alright, so we're over here underneath the seat, gonna unplug the O2 sensor and hold the other side with your other hand and unplug. There we go, just like that. There is our O2 sensor. Go ahead and feed it through. So I'm going to try and pull it out this way, see if that's any easier. And it was a lot easier. Now we're going to go to our front OS sensor. You're going to take this whole clip off, unplug her. There we go. Chase her out of there. And there's our front. These current OS sensors won't fit in right there to the wideband. So what we're going to do is, which Stealth Pipes provided, is thread these little adapters into our head pipes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put anti-seize on that, because I might want to take these out at some point for maybe a different type of tuner that allows you to use the wideband. So I'm put some anti-seize on that. I'm gonna get some anti-seize all around her. Bubble wrap is popping. Alright, got those plenty tight. Alright, so I got these set aside to how they're supposed to go as far as what's the front, what's the rear exhaust. So I'm going to put some anti-seize on our actual OS sensor, just on the threads. I'm going to go ahead and start those. Get those hand tight. Alright, now we can go and throw the head pipes on. We're going to line up these flanges with the bolts. Get these flanges started. Get your nuts just hand tight. Alright, got the front one on there pretty good. Back one going. Getting her started, nice and hand tight. Don't want to crank one down all the way just yet. Come by and pretty much get them all hand tight. Got the front all started, get that one nice and hand tight. Alright, now we're gonna finally get to put the muffler on. So, here we go. Gonna slide her on. Give her the old meat mallet. Check and see if our holes line up. Alright, so we're gonna get our bolt. I'm gonna throw some red Loctite on her. I'll take my screwdriver with the rubber tip. Pretty much hammer it, but try and protect the actual pipe. I like that right there. Alright, that's plenty tight, I'd say. Okay, now we can get our little hose clamp guy over yonder. Position that, kind of where it's somewhat hidden. Guess it's just gonna be like that. So far she's looking pretty damn good, I'd say. So now all we gotta do is take our OS sensors, feed those back through, and plug them in. You're gonna have your rear, which is under your seat, and your front, which is back right underneath there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those plugged in. I'm not gonna film that just because. So get those OS sensors plugged in, and I'll take her off the lift, and then we'll do some sound tests. So yeah. Alright, bike looks pretty clean, dude. I'm digging these pipes. guys, that was the install, unboxing, removal of my old pipes, everything. I'm pretty ecstatic with how they turned out. They look really cool, in my opinion. They sound great. I'm definitely gonna have to do some tuning with it. I had just got my last pipes dialed in, got them tuned pretty nicely. Now I got some actually like real performance pipes. I'll be able to do a lot more tuning with them. So yeah, I did ride it before I showed you guys that video. Went for a nice little ride, about a half hour. It already had colored the pipe. If you can tell at the muffler is a lot more tin color, where the rest of the pipes, the header pipes, are already starting to turn like that copper bronze color. And eventually the whole pipe's gonna look like that. It's gonna be pretty cool to me. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped on how this turned out. So thanks for watching. Yeah, let me know what you think.